Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 3. I wanted to go over a couple of quick things with you. Mid-course connections are coming up next week. We'll need to get together by phone to discuss that. If we can't get together on phone, I will send you a letter. It's just a chance for us to look over your grades to this point, see where you are, see what you can do to increase your grade if you need to. If you are struggling in anything, that's a great time to talk about it. So if you can't meet with me on the phone, let me know and I will just send you a copy of the written form. If we do talk on the phone, you still get a copy of the written form through the mail. Last week's assignments, just a reminder to look at your rubric. There is a page requirement. You are not expected to go over that page requirement. It's very specific. If it says 1 page, I expect to see 1 page. If it says 1 to 2 pages, I expect to see 2 pages. That's not including your cover sheet and your reference. APA, especially on the reference pages, if you're not familiar with APA and you're not using their book, I highly recommend that you get a book and use the Writing Center. It's a free resource. They'll look over your papers. They'll help you clean them up a little bit and get you writing at a graduate level. So week 3 assignment. Last week you selected a community. This week you're going to select the topic that will be your focus of your project. It's a 1 to 2 page summary. I highly suggest that you use headings, putting 1 or 2 short paragraphs under each heading. Every word in your sentence should be necessary. You want to eliminate the fluff out of your paper. This isn't creative writing. You want your writing to be succinct and to the point. We do have some very good writers, but we also have some people who get a little off point, and you really need to stay on point. I would hope that going forward you become researchers and publish some of your work, and you'll be applying for grants. Those people who are looking over your applications and your written word are looking for succinct, to the point, exact writing. So this is the time to practice that. Your paper, I briefly gave some examples of this is a very short version. I would expect something a little bit longer than this. But your health promotion topic, what is the issue within your population that you're going to be addressing? So my population is post-cardiac surgery patients. The topic is reducing readmissions. Community of the population, I have a huge population of cardiac surgery patients. I'm focusing on those who went home, not those that went to rehabs. What is their culture? Do they live in rural or urban? What is their language? I briefly went in here about where they live. They're a mix of rural and urban people. Some people live in the hill towns, some are down in the city, some are Spanish speaking, some are English speaking. In this area we even have a large population of Russian speaking people. What is the culture of your group? Disease, illness, or health prevalence. Again, what is it for your population that you're addressing? So in mine, the big issues that bring them back into the hospital are atrial fibrillation, pleural effusion, sternal wound dehiscence, and/or infection. What is it for you? If you're doing young teenage girls, is it teenage pregnancy? Just what is it for your population? If you're doing elderly people who smoke, is it COPD? Just drill it down to, you're trying to always think drill down, drill down, drill down. You can always go a little bit more specific. Available resources, what are the available resources that you have in the community to help you work on that problem? So for me, I've got a group of nurse practitioners and physician's assistants who are willing to volunteer their time and are dedicated to improving these patients' outcomes. So that kind of gives you, think of it as a roadmap to getting your paper to be concise. So you look at what the assignment is asking for, turn them into headings, and then put a couple of paragraphs underneath them. Your rubric is right over here where you see my little thing going around. It is underneath the assignment. So here's your assignment. It's worth 100 points. It's due by Sunday. All the things that you want to have in it. And then here's the rubric. So 1 to 2 pages, APA format. Please pay attention to what the font should be for APA format. Addressing all the parameters. I tried to hit them all here. You may want to go back and see if I missed one or two. Including an APA reference page. Again, if you're not 100% sure that your reference page is correct, I would recommend that you send it off to the Writing Center. They will look at it for you and help you get it up to snuff. And submit it on time. That's, those are 20 free points. Take advantage of it. Any late papers will receive a 10% grade reduction. Anything beyond a week, I will not accept. If you're having a specific issue, catastrophe in your life, for example, if you're one of these people who have been evacuated and you're out on the road and you can't use your computer, I certainly understand that. We can work on that. If you have, any extenuating circumstances that you feel make it just impossible for you to get your work in on time, share that with me. We can work it out. Okay, I think that's about it for me. If you have any questions, you can either put them on the discussion board, you can message me. If you are questioning something, chances are somebody else is too, so the discussion board is a great place to put it. Have a wonderful week, and for those of you who are traveling due to the weather, please be safe.